Kimberly from Crafty Saving Mama, and today I want to show you how to make your own DIY cash envelopes at home. So all you're going to need is some packing tape, scissors, a ruler or straight edge of some kind, a pen, and some labels. I custom made my own labels, but you can find any kind of labels at the Dollar Tree. That's what I used last time, and you could just write your categories on them. But I decided that I wanted to have some cute little labels for my envelopes, so I made my own from sticker paper. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm just going to move some of these items that we don't need yet off to the side. So the first thing we want to do is take your paper of your choice. So this is a scrapbooking paper, and the size of it is 12 inches by 12 inches. You can also buy just like stock paper, I think it's called, at the Dollar Tree or your dollar store, and you can just buy what you need. So I have some choices here. I can, one sheet will make 2 envelopes. So I can either decide to have envelopes with the line running across, or I can maybe have an envelope that's like this. So I think this looks a little cooler. So I'm just going to fold my paper exactly in half. And we're just going to open it up. And you're going to see the line down the middle. So I just want you to cut along the line. And once you have that cut, you actually only need one of them. So here is the paper I have. So we are going to fold this again lengthwise. And try get it as straight as you can. So the length of our envelope is going to be 6.5 inches across. So I have to decide if I want this to be my envelope or this to be my envelope. And I think I'm liking this side of it. So the next step is to take your ruler, and you just want to mark six. Actually, it's not quite 6.5. It's like 6 and actually I'm gonna do this in millimeters or centimeters, because I'm Canadian. So when I measured it before, it was 17. And in inches, it is going to be, yeah, about 6 3/4 inches, because here's 6.5, there's 7. So about 6 3/4 inches across. And then I'm just going to line up my ruler to the 2 lines I cut. Make a line with my pen. And then we're just going to simply cut along the straight line. And then you got your envelope pretty much. So this is why you can't make 2 out of one side, because it's slightly shorter. So I'm just going to put that aside. So when I was making some envelopes earlier, I was having issues with my tape sticking to my table. This is my craft table, and this is contact paper. So it was actually really getting stuck to it. So I found this clipboard that I'm going to make it on, and it says, "She is a dreamer, a doer, a thinker. She sees possibility." So that's a nice little saying. So our next step is to, and this is going to be loud, sorry about that. We're going to pull our packing tape longer than the width of our envelope. So we're I just kind of measure it up. Sometimes I can do this in 2 tapes, and sometimes I need to do it in 3. So I'm going to try and do it in 2. And then you can just kind of push out the air bubbles if any pop up. I might have to do this one in 3, I'm thinking. So again, I'm going to measure it a little bit over. I might be able to get it in 2 strips. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna just lift it off. And we're gonna flip it over. If there is some air bubbles on the other side, that's okay. We're gonna fix them at the end. And we're just gonna repeat the same steps of pulling tape and covering it over. Okay, so now that it is totally covered in tape, you can just use anything you want to kind of flatten out those air bubbles. If you have any. Once you actually make a few of them, you get better at placing the tape down, and then you have less bubbles. So I'm just using the edge of my ruler to push some of these out. All right. So now that it is fully sealed in, you have pretty much your cash envelope. We just have to cut around the edge, and I'm gonna take this out of the way because we don't need it anymore. And when you cut around the edge, you have to leave a seam of tape around, because if you cut too close, more than likely your envelope will open. So when you're looking at it, you could see that this is the folded side of the paper and that was the open side. So the open side is going to be our top. So what I want to do is cut around, leaving about 1/4 of an inch of tape. And we're just going to cut. And our 3rd cut. Okay, so then now when you get to the top, you actually want to cut it right along the paper because you need it to open up. You know if you're cutting the paper because you can actually hear it. It sounds different. Okay, so now it's truth or dare time to open it up. And it opens up, and there is your first cash envelope. And like I said, I like to put labels on mine, so I have my label ready here. When I was making some of my labels earlier, these were giving me a hard time. Of course, the one I pick. So this is going to be my future grocery envelope. And when I'm placing my labels, I like to place mine towards the top, or like other than the middle or the bottom, only because when I'm looking through my envelope, I could see the name easier. And we're just gonna push this down. And like I said, you can use other labels. I just like to do stuff like this, so mine's a little bit more customized. And so yeah, so there you go. Your first DIY cash envelope label. So if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of me, please subscribe to my channel. And I will be using my new cash envelopes in my next cash envelope stuffing video. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.